Okay, Joel and Patrick, let's start with an easy question. Please introduce yourselves, and I mean yourselves, not your business solution.
Hi, my name is Joel Hentunen, co-founder at Riesa, and I'm also an accessibility expert. And today we're going to be talking about accessibility. So that's about me. Six years an entrepreneur.
And my name is Patrick Kuhlman, and I'm a head of facility management at Metropolia University of Applied Sciences. And I've been working with uh, houses and buildings for a long time, many years.
Okay, Riesa, an accessibility. You used to have a consultancy, or you still have a consultancy, and now you're doing accessibility index. So you created an accessibility. Why would you use these difficult words? Okay, let's try it again. So you created an accessibility index. You have to change the name, by the way. You created an accessibility. It's not just working. Okay, I'll let you say it. So for Metropolia campus, accessibility index. So what does the index tell people?
It is a number from 0 to 100 that tells the accessibility of a building. Simple as that. But what it doesn't include, it includes the mobility and sensory accessibility and puts that all into a similar number. And the issue that it's resolving is it makes accessibility visible, because right now it's kind of this hunch that some building manager has on some level that maybe a wheelchair can get inside the building. So we've made it way more than that with that one single number.
And Patrick, why is this important for you?
Well, because we really want equal possibilities for our students and staff to kind of make their work and to study. So it's really important that everyone gets in the building and can do their stuff. And we also kind of understood that accessibility is not only for the wheelchair, it's for elderly people and children as well, and like in quotes, like normal people, because you have to kind of better the ways to get in and how to move and behave in a
But doesn't that cause you problems to know that what's accessible and what not? That means that you have to do work on accessibility as well.
yeah, in that way it's quite difficult. But if you make one kind of measurement, then you kind of know what's the thing in that exact moment, and that's something that goes in the wardrobe or something that you never get back to it. But once you have the index, you have some kind of number, and then you have to kind of make it better every year, so it's always on your mind, and you kind of know the exact exact thing that where you are at.
Kind of the same first question to you from a slightly different angle. Why did you buy the index from Riesa? Why did you end up actually taking the solution on?
Actually, because I kind of understood that I'm not an expert in this field, because it's such a large field. So I kind of knew Riesa in forehand, so I kind of was, I knew what they can do. So I thought that this is the best way to get our accessibility in good form.
And how have you used it so far?
In quite many ways. We have done a lot of betterments in our 4 campuses, and I think we are in much better shape than we used to be. And then our communication, and like for inner and outer communication, it's been helping us. And once you can measure something, it's always better. Then things happen.
Yeah, kind of the thing that what you measure, that's the thing you improve. Joel, going into the nitty gritty, how did you actually make the index?
We figured out, we started 2019, and we've been consulting business to business. Well, basically a lot of the business to municipality and a lot of like large building owners. And we've been trying to figure out what are the main obstacles in the service path for different end users. And basically we made from the existing accessibility suggestions and legislation, we made a point system on what are the biggest barriers on the service path, and we pointed them and weighted them, and they are in an index value now. So it is an accessibility expert level assessment pointing system that is very complex, but the output is very easy to understand. And like Patrick was saying, it makes everyone on the same page. You don't have to be an accessibility expert to understand accessibility anymore, because what we've done as a work.
I know that you've done quite a lot of the development work while working with Metropolia. How beneficial has this been for you?
Super. Like, we started with us going through the Metropolia 4 campuses, and we are now at a point where our clients use our audit template to collect the information themselves, which is already a step to a more scalable section. And those who are going to stay for the pitching part, then you will get a glimpse of the future, what we have ahead for us when we start putting AI solutions and stuff to our index. So we are already taking a huge leap towards scalability in accessible index, like measuring and using the results for improving accessibility in buildings.
Very briefly, for the both of you, with the collaboration obviously being quite fruitful and quite open and quite helpful for each other, is this something that we all can learn in the audience, that how you've collaborated on this?
Maybe that if you want to be in the front row and kind of make things, the world better, then you have to kind of trust on new companies and kind of give them a chance to do their stuff. So then you can actually kind of get the benefits you need, and you can kind of show that, yes, the bigger companies can also learn from the new ones.
How do you overcome the risk averseness with working with new companies?
Well, you have to know them.
I think I think that the challenge from like a small company, I think the results, like having issue go into the procurement phase, like from a small company in urban tech. I think my challenge for like a city of Helsinki and other big cities is that if you want to solve future issues, our population is getting older. Every one of us needs accessibility at some point in their lives. You have to take a leap of faith in going with the small company who is reimagining the future, and that needs some sort of procurement way that is not built for big companies. And that is the issue. I've been meeting 10 municipalities a week for the past 2 months, and I feel like I'm hitting my head in the same wall, because we are managing accessibility in early 2000s way of thinking. If we want to be building 2040s, 2050s environment, we need to rethink with a new digital ways of measuring and improving accessibility, and not just accessibility. We have like companies with environment tech and so on. So we need to reimagine also procurement in big cities, and then learn to buy from startups, just to make the ecosystem viable for us to. Yeah, I think that's my challenge for the cities. Like, you need to make it easier for us, so for us to grow in the city, make jobs and so on.
That is an excellent point to end the interview, actually. But anyway, any other comments or any questions from the audience? You actually probably summed it up quite well. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.